In the last few days and weeks, a lot of altcoins went up by a crazy percentage. But when we look at Polygon or the Matic network cryptocurrency, we see that it has been actually relatively been laying low. There was a move, but I think there is much more upside for this coin. I think it is fundamentally a great coin. But also technically it looks like a breakout could occur very soon. And that's why I will do a price prediction and price analysis on the Matic network or Polygon in the next few minutes. And I'll tell you about some different scenarios I think the price can undertake and some good buy areas. Alright, welcome back to this price prediction. Let's get right into it. Sorry if I sound a little bit weird. I have a mild fever, but still wanted to do a little price prediction on this coin. As I said, I think fundamentally this coin has a lot of upside. It has already shown a lot of upside in September, but also in the bull run back in April and May, it went even higher. Personally, I'm very bullish on this coin, so you should take that into consideration too, that this price prediction might be a little biased. No, I'm just kidding. I'm purely trying to look at technicals. So let's get right into this analysis. As you can see here, the price of Matic actually held this support trend line, and the 1.05 key level, 1.05 up until 1. It held that very well, and after that, together with a lot of other altcoins, it had a good move up, but I think there's much more room for growth. And as you can see here, this trend line served as quite a good resistance, but you can see also that the price has been trying to break out. So that indicates to me that there's quite a lot of bullish momentum and that the resistance trend lines and areas are not holding up that well. Right now it is at the key level of 1.3 up until 1.27 was a resistance, and now it is kind of stuck there. It had touched the 0.618 FIB, which is good in my opinion. So now I think basically two things can happen, and these are these two scenarios. So let's start with the one I think, well, I think they're equally likely. So let's start with the black one. That is that the price will actually break through this trend line, this resistance, and that it will first find some resistance at 1.341. So basically, because I see that this trend line has already been broken quite a few times by a little bit, so I don't think there will be a lot of bullish momentum. And from there, I think it will do a small pullback to gain some bullish momentum. A small pullback to could be at 1.3. But if you can buy at 1.265, I think that's a great buy area in this scenario. I think that's like really strong, excellent buy area. So around 1.269, 268, and from there I think it will bounce through the 1.34 resistance area, and then find resistance again anywhere between 1.4, I think around 1.4, 1.42. 1.395. After that, I think it will do a break retest on the 1.34. It might actually dip down a little bit lower with the wick, but I don't think the body will close under this. And after that, I think we can see even a bigger move up. And I think it could find some resistance at 1.5. 1.5 is a big psychological key level. But what could also happen is that from here a lot of bullish momentum is gained. I also think it will break through this key level the second time, the 1.4 key level, and then you will gain a lot of bullish momentum too. So you could also have that the price goes right through and that it retests off of the 1.5. But for that, I'm not quite sure. I think that's too much into the future. So I will do an update then. Update when it hits the 1.5, I think. So that's the first scenario, but I also think that equally realistic that the price will drop down a little bit further, gaining more bullish momentum. So you will also see that reflected into the scenario. So this scenario is that this resistance trend line is too strong right now, together with 1.3 resistance key level. So price will actually drop down, and then I think it will drop down. It could drop down to the 0.618, but ultimately it could drop as low as 1.17, I think. So if you are not suffering from FOMO, I think putting a buy limit at 1.17 is a really good move. I just think that's a really strong support, and if it doesn't hold the 0.618, I think it will definitely, the 1.17 will hold. So when bouncing from one of these two areas, as I said, I think there's a lot of bullish momentum. I think a lot of bullish people and buyers will jump in, also buyers for the long term. So I'm not expecting too big sell-offs. I am expecting a small sell-off at 1.34, after which I think the price will drop down, same as with this scenario, anywhere between 1.30 and 1.26. And after that, I genuinely believe that there is a lot of bullish momentum and that it can instantly break through the 1.40 as well. And then again, it might find some resistance right here, so at 1.43, maybe a small pullback, but after that I think the next big pullback will come from 1.5, or as I said, within the first scenario it could also break right through, but really when the price has reached the 1.5, an update on this price prediction is necessary. So if I would have to choose, I think the second scenario is a little bit more likely, but again, they're quite equal likely in my opinion. So that's basically this price prediction. If you have any questions about this price prediction, about the different scenarios, maybe about some price areas, or about my analysis in general, make sure to ask your questions down in the comments. Now I'll make sure to respond to that as soon as possible. As for now, thank you for watching and listening. Always do your own analysis as well, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.